To truly make a truly high-end wine cellar, we needed to ensure one thing. We could hide the elements that make it function without sacrificing the function or beauty. Highlighting exactly what the client wants is what high-end design should achieve.
For this cellar, this client wanted a wine room to basically be the next level and a wow factor into the space. The home was designed by Earl de Jager, which he is, I would say, probably one of the top architects, designers within the industry for sure in the whole United States. And the homes that he is a part of are just absolutely award-winning homes. And so with this project, what we did was we brought in a Keswick wine rack system, which allows us to have acrylic floating shelves that are attached to vertical metal rods. And it gives just the room and the depth of the space and more of a very unique racking system than is usually seen within your normal wine cellar. Usually you have more wood, but this basically we just have a wood soffit and base that the metal racks are attached to. And then we have Cove lighting that's going around the whole perimeter of the room that just accents the wine cellar for the lighting and the ambiance that you're feeling. And we have an island that was built in the middle for decanting and placing bottles and decorations. And then we also have two floating cabinets on the left and right side wall there that are cleated and placed up against the wall and stoned around for another nice visual effect with lighting on the upper side and the bottom side of that as well. So the lighting is within the back side of that ceiling. And so in the corners, the light is shining up from the base at the bottom and down from the soffit. And so it just creates that wash down in the corners because there's not anything that's breaking the light. It's stone as a back feature. And the way that the light projects onto the stone just kind of gives it that subtle but very visible aspect of the room that just kind of transitions in front and to the back of the bottles that gives it a really good feel. For this space, what we have, and if you're looking on how this is cooled, but you don't see a cooling system at all, we have a ducted system. We used a Wine Guardian split ducted system. I believe it's the 1 ton that we used for this space. And the way that it's ducted in is within the soffit. So there's a void within that soffit that allows the cold air to be blown in through the top of that. And it blows in through the gap there up at the ceiling. And so for that, we didn't need to add a grill or register in the ceiling. They used a dual pane insulated glass for this space, and I believe this wine cellar holds about 2,000 bottles. If you do this and you're working with someone that does this daily, they live it and breathe it every day. They can look at a space and visualize and add in different concepts to that space in their mind to know what they're going to end up with. Us putting like stone on the back wall, that could give you a visual aspect, but in your mind, you can already see it as a seasoned designer or professional. And with these homes, that's who we're working with day in and day out. They can visualize it. But for certain features, yes, we do need to be able to go within more of detail of how it's going to look, how it's going to be attached, and there are specific cut sections that we do create in order for the client to be able to visualize and see how maybe the stone would be butting up with the back side of this floating shelf, and then where the recessed channel is for the LED lights. And I believe we do have that. It's just not within this design that you're looking at there, but there are specific cut sections that do go into detail.